At that size, I see the 3, 4, 6.
Retired after a lengthy career as a medical doctor and provincial politician, Winston Bacchus has been blinded by macular degeneration. The doctor knows firsthand blindness affects more than eyesight. Patients need help learning new ways to do the things they love with less vision.
They go through the stages of grief, and the first stage, of course, is denial. They say, oh, this is going to come back, my sight's going to come back. And then you can easily go into a state of depression.
Not far from the retirement home of Dr. Bacchus, another physician is just starting his career. Practicing as a resident in an ophthalmology clinic in Edmonton, Dr. Imran Jivraj became concerned about the level of depression he saw in some patients diagnosed with macular degeneration, and specifically age-related macular degeneration.
While we were doing everything we possibly could to treat his eye condition, he had started to sink into a bit of a depression. And at that time, he actually revealed to me that he was suicidal.
Dr. Jivraj wondered how many other people losing their eyesight felt the same way. He decided to research the prevalence of depression in people with age-related macular degeneration.
The rate of depression in patients in Edmonton with macular degeneration is almost double that of their age-matched peers. So we felt that it was our obligation as ophthalmologists, but also as medical doctors overall, to begin to screen for mood disorders within our clientele and to find out how many of them had mood disorders that were not even being diagnosed.
So I was forced to leave my job, of course, because I couldn't see properly. And we had just moved out to this acreage here. And I'll tell you, that sinking feeling, because I'm like, oh my God, we wouldn't have moved from the city out to the country knowing this.
You go through the same thing as you do with death, more or less. You do get mad, you grieve, you wonder, you keep saying, why me? You don't want to see people. It just really bugs you. It really comes into your life. You must just say, well, I might as well be dead.
Hearing stories like these, Dr. Jivraj realized there was a gap in the access to support for patients battling macular degeneration. This discovery led to a new partnership between Alberta Retina Consultants, the University of Alberta's Department of Psychiatry, counselors, and the CNIB. CNIB offers everything from white canes to readers to gadgets that make life easier in the kitchen. But seniors losing their sight are often slow to accept help. That can lead to feelings of depression. Wendy Eady is a counseling psychologist working with CNIB to support seniors. She can find common ground in these conversations because she herself is blind. Eady strongly believes people can have good mental health even when their vision is failing.
If we can improve people's mental health, then they are much more able to see possibilities and take advantage of things that are available to them.
Dr. Winston Bacchus credits CNIB for helping him both accept his blindness and discover he still has a lot to offer. He leads a support group and speaks about macular degeneration on behalf of CNIB.
By virtue of having lost my hearing and my seeing, I can see and hear better spiritually, and I can be of greater service as a result of this. And in fact, that was what made a terrific difference to me in coping with my visual impairment.
Coffee and tea in the dining room.
Despite her blindness, Anne Wenham is always helping someone. Anne volunteers at her local CNIB office. She runs Alberta's largest peer support group for seniors with vision loss. And she supports fellow residents at her lodge, where she's president of the Residents' Council.
That's where CNIB have helped me tremendously. There's so many things that you get to help, for help, and getting out working with the groups.
We're hoping to make vision rehabilitation and visual counseling and vision education a core part of the way ophthalmology is practiced, not even just for macular degeneration, but for all diseases.